welcome to my journey. Today's video is a collab I'm doing with Joan over at Rise and Shine Suburban Homestead. We thought it would be fun to show you our pantries because we both stock up. And the thing is, we stock up differently. So you're going to see, though we have one thing in common, we both like to stock because we like to have things available for our family. And you just saw the hurricane. Even David was telling me this morning, he said he was listening to an interview or something, and a woman said, she's from up here in the mountains, she said, you never know how unprepared you are until something like this hits. And so they never in a million years dreamed that would happen to them. So we don't know what's going to happen to us. We don't know what's going to happen in the world. So having any little thing stocked up for your family is a good thing. And so we both believe in that. But we thought it would be fun. You'll see how she stocks because of how she cooks, and you'll see how I stock because of how I cook. We're alike in the sentiment of it, or I'm always looking for more words, just in the what we have. But today I'm going to show you my pantry where I've stocked up, my regular working pantry, I guess you could call it, my freezers. Just kind of give you an idea. And then what we're going to do to take it even a step further is within the next couple weeks, I say, we're going to make a menu strictly from our pantry. Now, I will probably make the exception of if I need fresh fruit or vegetable or dairy. And then whatever David needs for the week, that won't count in there. And so, but our dinners, we're going to take from our pantry. So that'll be fun. And it'll help on the budget. So that's what we're doing today. We're going to turn around and get started on our tour. I thought maybe we would start here in one of my spare bedrooms. The other one is my craft room. This is what Sebastian calls his room. And Jacob calls it the snack room or Papa's office. We call it the middle room, whatever. It is now the cookbook room / pantry. I mean, use the space you have. It was just dead space. So here we go. I have, here I don't have glass for everything. It would be nice if I did, but I don't. So there's a bunch of instant rice. There's some date pieces I was gifted, and I've just not done anything with them yet. And some noodles, and then just different little things, some milk, baking powder, and the Kraft macaroni and cheese. I got a super great deal on a box of that, so I got it. Sebastian eats a lot of it when he comes. And then down there, I got that big can of lemonade mix because Sebastian liked lemonade and he never drank any of it. And there's some of our little box goods. And then come over here, there's fruits, and there's a couple different hot chocolates I didn't have room in yonder for. You'll see that in a minute. And my Bisquick. And then I got a little room on this shelf. I don't know, I had to put something on it. Oh, I bet I can put, that's my little container of drink mixes that push it in your water. So I bet you I can fit it on that shelf. And then up here, this is my coffee and creamer basket. And here's my syrups. And then back there, I just, you can see I use my windowsill back there. And then over here on this big one, these are my things that I put in my little emergency kit that goes in my pocketbook. And I have my oatmeal and some different rices behind the oatmeal. You can see a peak back there. That's some things of sugar. And then down here we got a bunch of beans. So here's my chili beans and my baked beans. This is all Crowder peas. And then I've mixed them up. So this is my pork and beans and my refried beans. And back there is my pinto beans and my mixed beans. And then you come down here and there is my white beans, the Great Northern beans, and my navy beans. And then these are just miscellaneous beans. Kidney beans, some chickpeas. There's probably a black bean in there somewhere. And then here's some crushed tomatoes. And this is my canned taters. Look, down here, some more beans. We got some purple hull peas. Got a bunch of those. This is a miscellaneous catch-all for my canned mushrooms, tomato paste, the small tomato sauce, black olives, green chilies. I know any of those things I know to come to this basket. And then here is my thing of petite diced tomatoes. If I had paid attention to my inventory, I wouldn't have bought any more, but I didn't. And I didn't think I had any, so I stocked up on more. So I have plenty of diced tomatoes. And then there's the 15-ounce tomato sauce. So then we come over here and we got some goodies. We still hadn't made our brownies. Just different little things I've stocked up on. Crackers. There's some little cup of soups. Some spices. I think I have some there in the drawer that I need to bring in here. Speaking of. And then this drawer. These are some more. Oh, I need to decant that brown rice back there. These are just some, and these are probably stale. I bought them for our little yogurt dessert, and we hadn't had that in so long. I bet those are stale. Just some little, mixed pouches and whatnot. And then the other drawer I have food in is this one, and it is just the boys' candy. I got to stay stocked up on the candy. So that is what is on this side of the room. Now let's go to the other side. Okay, over here, there's a snack. I've had those for so long. I'm telling you, I don't gorge on everything. Y'all might not believe me, but I don't. So I don't know how many bags are still in there, and I gave a lot of them to Jacob. So this is where I did have cookbooks. I had to do some configurating. So up here, these are jars of pasta. There's some like masa harina in the back, cornmeal, breadcrumbs. So that's that kind of stuff. And then here are my packaged items. So my bouillons and sprays and peanut butter. There's jellies, and I still have moonshine jelly. I thought I'd eat it more by now, but I didn't. And some relishes and things that I had before I canned. And then down here, same kind of stuff. Condiments, salad dressings. We like our condiments. See down here, this is about all condiments. And a big old gallon jar of pinto beans, because that's our favorite bean. And I got to make something with this buffalo sauce. I got on a good sale, and I hadn't cooked any more with it. And then down here, there's my fruits. And these are just like, I think it says crumbs and cereals or something like that. And then there's one that says crumbs. I just keep little bits that I have crushed or whatever in those. So that is what that is. And this is the snack. So when I tell you that we just piled everything on top, there you go. It's just piled on top. There's my beloved animal crackers. And down here, we just have different things. Like these are the Nature Valley wafer bars. These are the nabs. This is popcorn and all of Jacob's moon pies. Yeah, get so many in a box. That's why there's so many in here. And then some of my Built bars and whatnot. I just bring little bits out at a time. I keep them in my freezer. So that is our snacks. Now let's go to the kitchen. Okay, this is my cabinet that I have food in. These are cans that I don't have that many of. So I don't need to put them in there because I don't have a big stock of them. Like there's broths and just different things in here. And our peanut butter, stuff that we get down, easily. And then the little skinny shelf is perfect for these baskets. We have like instant grits and instant oatmeal flavored and different things. And then there's the oatmeal we use in here. And these are condensed soups, different flavors that I like to have on hand. And then up there's just stuff I don't need to get to very often. So that is that cabinet. Here is my pull-out pantry. These drawers pull out. So this is our drawer, our bread drawer. This is for my tall jars, my half-gallon cannon jars, and I got everything pretty well marked on top, you know, if I needed to. Like, I didn't need to mark tortilla strips because I know what they are, wonton strips. But this is my tall shelf. And then this is my little short shelf. I can get shorter jars. So I have, that's all chocolate chips. I need to get around to making some cookies or something. And then my homemade gravy mixes, cream soup, stuff like that. So that's that. And then the bottom, that's not food except for the little shaky flavoring things. So now we'll go in here and look at the freezers. All right, before we go to the freezer, I almost forgot my little dress. I don't know what you call this thing, but I found it at the thrift store for 20 bucks, and it has come in so handy. So this drawer is our packets, just packets. I'm gonna have to clean it out and get my other hot chocolates in here. There's some apple cider, just packets. And then this is, if you believe it, I have a pudding drawer. Who has a pudding drawer? Why do I need? I used a lot of puddings in Weight Watchers, and I don't hardly use them much anymore. So I still have a lot. And I don't know why I have more chocolate chips when I have a whole thing of chocolate chips. Anyway, these little things are the ones that I use to put in the cheesecakes, where you put just a few tablespoons. So I got a thing for each flavor. So that's what's that drawer. This is my bean drawer. I have my different beans already separated into servings. So all I gotta do is just drop one of these in my crock pot. And this is a drawer of odds and ends. I have cake mixes. There's some ice, and I was gonna make that for Sebastian when he was here, but I didn't get around to it. And then more cake mixes and croutons and things. And this is like a overflow of odds and ends. These are the spices I think I need to take in yonder. I don't know what it is. I might have more than I think I do. This is just odds and ends. Sugar. Oh, there's a popcorn. I wondered if I had another one. Oh, I'm blurring things out, aren't I? Just different little things. Now we'll go to the freezer. This is my small freezer. This is the only one I had before the garden. And I did not come down here and organize anything. I just didn't feel like it. So the top we have breads and leftover soup, just things like that. And this is all corn except for the Puerto Rican bread that I cut and wrapped really well. That's all corn. And then look here. That is all the pumpkin that come out of my garden. That whole big basket. Oh, these dumplings are for tonight. And then this is just our basket of frozen French fries. And the bottom is just odds and ends. Oh, there's a pizza down there. And over here in the door, we have different beans, peas. Get that stopped right there. Vegetables. Oh, it ain't going to. Just different little vegetables. Like I said, beans, peas. Just stuff like that. Biscuits. Those. Oh, and there's my homemade cough syrup that'll clean you out. It's made with rock and rye. So there's this freezer. Then here is the big freezer. And the baskets, they're just like that orange one over there. They fit perfectly. So these are my chicken thighs, some ground turkey and chicken, and my chicken wings. This is all okra. Squash. I've got to get busy on squash. And this is just chicken of different kinds, like boneless thighs or boneless breast, my chicken halves. So this is just miscellaneous chicken. And then down here, that is all okra. And look, both of these, all squash. And there's a couple casseroles I had made and froze. And then like that little shelf, I left everything just the way it was because it worked out perfectly. That little shelf is for leftovers that I shrink wrapped. And then this is like my bacon that I cut in half and froze. And down here is mostly ground beef, hamburger patties. They're shrink wrapped our raviolis that we got. Hopefully that didn't ruin them. And then over here on the door, just some miscellaneous stuff. There's some ice cream we bought to put on the brownies that we've never made. And then the chicken pot pies, we really like these. Looky there. What do you know? More okra, more squash. Looky there. More okra, more squash. And then these two are our frozen chicken tenders, nuggets, that kind of thing. I bought the chicken nuggets when Sebastian was down here and he just didn't want them. And we hadn't even opened them. So that's what all that is. Now that's all the freezer stuff. I will take you over here and show you what I can this summer. Okay, this is out here in the big room. This used to be the carport. So that's the outside of the wall. Now it's just got these plastic shelves and there's some more over here with my appliances on them. But I did get this many tomatoes. So I was happy to get some tomatoes. I really wanted more when we planted, but it just was not to be. But I'm thrilled that I got this many. And then down here is everything I pickled, everything that I canned. There's some freezer pickles and then there's some refrigerator pickles. These are like our little thin pickles, the kind we're going to air fry, which I didn't get to. My bread and butter, my sweet relish, and then here is my corncob jelly. It didn't set up. See, it's, I don't know if you can tell, it's a little loose, but it still eats good on toast. And then down here, there's my cranberry sauce that I'm going to make more of, my blueberry jam, my strawberry jam. There's some candy beans that I canned just to go for quick and some chili. And then there's my chow chow. Then over here on this shelf, there is my kraut. And I got this light. I'm not going to point it at you, but I'm going to show you. I have to have these. I keep all these canned foods covered with pillowcases and dishcloths to keep the dust off of them and just keep them in a nice dark place. And it's so dark down here, you can't see. Like you can see now because there's a light on this phone, but I have to use that to see what I'm doing. And here's my chicken broth. I'm guessing it's okay. It's sealed. It just brought some fat to the top. So I think it's okay. Somebody can tell me if it's not. And then back in there is my green tomato salsa. So that was everything that I canned this summer out of our garden and different other little things. So that will wrap it up for a tour of my pantry. I hope you enjoyed this video and let you know that you can put stuff just anywhere in your house. Anywhere that you're not using, just store some stuff up for the future. That's all I'm doing. Just preparing for the future. So there you have it. I'm glad you came along. Me and Joan will be doing a meal plan from our pantry. I'm not sure when that's coming out, but we're planning on that. So I will see you when I see you.